Hey guys, what's up? It's Rob. You guys might be noticing that I'm a little bit happier than usual. Usually I'm kind of calm, cool, collected. Got the hood of the car open over here, doing a little bit of work. I'll explain why in just a minute. I just got a phone call, okay? And this was a long shot from the beginning. I've been trying to get into the car audio field, working on cars for a while now. For the last few months, it's something I've been trying to do, something I would really like to do. And I actually just got a call back for an interview, and I'm like, holy shit, like, if I don't fuck this up, I have a real opportunity. It was actually from a Craigslist ad too. The guy was asking for salespeople as well as installation helpers. So hopefully I'll be able to break into fully doing installs all of the time. But I'm fine with starting on the very ground floor right now. I am more than okay with that, and it's a foot in the door. I'm super excited, guys. And I was telling him, in the ad, in the description of it, I was telling him, what kind of stuff I had in my system currently, all the different things that I know how to do. And, I put that in there, and when he called me, he asked if he could see it, just so he knows that I can actually do all the shit that I claimed I know how to do. So I'm actually fixing up a couple of small things in here right now. Got the fuse pulled under there, make sure we're all safe. I was telling him how I had the custom doors done. I'm gonna flip the camera around for you guys, show you guys what we're working with for today, and yeah, then we're gonna be on our way. All right, guys, as you can tell, excess power battery is not in its usual spot of over here. We're actually going to be relocating it right over there, make things a little bit easier for me, and give me this entire back area of the trunk right here, as opposed to just like a quarter of it. And this is gonna make a lot more space for me with my work stuff, as well as me and Kayla are traveling to New York and Virginia back and forth like we will be doing soon. I'm gonna be taking the amplifiers off for a little bit as well, because over at Home Depot I picked up some of these little rubber stoppers, reduce vibrations and all that good stuff. So we're gonna be throwing that behind the amps, just because that'll make things look a lot better, as well as we're just going to tidy up a bunch of this wiring, make it look a little bit better. Even though it is still temporary, I want to make this shit look good. If somebody that could really help me out getting into this industry, if they're going to be checking out the car, I definitely want this shit looking as best as possible. So we're going to get started with that, because originally all we were going to be doing today was just putting these little adapters on the fucking battery, but we're doing a little bit more. Got the doors over here all done up. I know you guys didn't see a video of this. There's going to be a separate video talking about that coming up probably pretty soon, but then we just got all the wire back here kind of thrown around for now. We're going to be tidying that up just a little bit. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. You guys have no freaking clue. We're going to get started, disconnect all this shit, take it down, then put the rubber stoppers on first. It makes the most sense to me. Alright guys, so as you saw, we got everything ripped out, just making sure where we're going to put the amps. In between those lines right there, that's where the port actually is. That middle line's the exact center, and where the screws are is where the actual port is. We're going to be lining it up right in between those lines, so we have just a little bit of room on each side, and then plenty of mounting room. Don't know what we're going to be doing once we get our new, what's it called, Soundstream amps. They're going to be like twice the size of this, but I guess we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll put one back there, and then one maybe stretching like right across here maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that shit out when the time comes to it. But either way, we're gonna get this installed with the amps again, get the amps redone. Then we can work on some of this fucking wiring. It's horrendous, but we're working on it, guys. Hey guys, so as you can see, we got the amps back up there and installed. Looks 10 times freaking better than what it looked before. We are gonna go ahead and zip tie up that ground. That one we're probably just gonna end up leaving there, just because there's really nowhere to zip tie it to. That one we can adjust though. Got our power leads going up right there. RCA's speaker wire, RCA, and remote wire, the yellow going all the way across. Don't know if you can see it a little bit back there. We got the rubber stopper on there. Now we're just messing with our distribution blocks. And the battery is going to be located right here now. So we're trying to get all of our wires prepped to be located right over there, as opposed to back over here how it was. See, we got the power wire all draped across here. And it's kind of messy right now, right? We're just going to take a bunch of this shit right now, just throw it in the passenger seat, forget about it for now, get back to working, and check up with you guys once I get all of the wires ran. All right, guys, so we reached that point where all we got to do now is just throw these terminals, connect everything with these terminals, and then throw the terminals on the battery. And it's starting to rain out here. Kind of sucks. It's fucking humid as shit, and it's raining, and yeah, but got everything up there, got the battery. We just gotta, you know, cut our little piece of 2x4 to go right there, and then we got to make a little filler right there. But that shouldn't be too hard. Definitely gonna have to get that done at some point today before I go get Kayla from work. But yeah, I mean, this is where we're at right now. Just trying to finish everything up, get everything all done and ready to go. And I'll be back to you guys once we get everything. Oh, I almost dropped my phone. But see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, so we got everything reconnected back here. Look at these damn terminals. They look fucking sexy. Excess power. But we're going to go ahead and zip tie all these wires up tomorrow. I'm just trying to get out of there. I mean, it's not raining really hard, but look at how gross it looks outside. Like, this is terrible. And it's freaking humid. I'm sweating my ass off. So all I'm going to be doing for today is cutting that piece of plywood, 2x4 I had, to go from there to all the way across so I can hold the battery there. And then I'm going to take another piece of like MDF or something that I got laying around to make up that little spacer until we're able to get some more batteries in here. But yeah, I mean, that's really it. I'm just going to finish up those last couple of things, test real quick. Actually, let me do that on film. I can show you guys, you know, how I test all my shit to make sure it's working. All right, keys right here. That's step one. First thing you need, you gotta come over here, gotta find the keyhole. Oh shit, find the keyhole, start it at said keyhole, turn the light on. Now first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna come check under the hood, check our fuse over here, make sure everything's all good, no sparks, no fire, we're all good. So we're gonna go ahead, shut the hood real quick, put our little holder stick down. It's fucking loud for such a little ass car. All right, checklist number 2, make sure all our shit's working. We come over here, we check out our battery's looking good, check out our fuses, all of these wires. I mean, there's power going to it all, obviously, because it's all connected, but just because the amps aren't on doesn't mean that in a situation like this we might see sparking. We also want to come make sure that our amps are not turned on, because then we might have something connecting with the remote turn on wire. Then we just gotta come over here, start with number 1, turn the stereo on, okay? Turn the stereo on, we wanna check, make sure, well, our amps aren't coming on right now because, well, we got this turned off. So let's flip our switch up there. Fuck. Gotta make sure everything's turning on. Alright, so for some reason, bass amps aren't turning on. I'm extremely confused. This is working, but our amps aren't turning on. Should be power going to them all. 14.4. Something's up with my remote wire. Don't really know what. Something up with the remote wire that we have to investigate real quick. Hey guys, as you can see, it's fucking beautiful outside, but it's hot as fuck. I'm dying over here, guys. But either way, today's video, well, it's the continuation of yesterday's video. Let's get in the shade over here. It's the continuation of yesterday's video. But the reason why I was having issues with the amps not turning on and all that kind of stuff, the ground wire for my first bass amp, a couple of the fragments of the wire are actually going into the remote spot, so it was grounding out the wire so the signal wasn't going through. But fixed that all up, all the amps are turning on. That's all it was. It was simple, it was basic. We're doing a couple other little small things today. We just reset the gains on our amplifier. When I get new bass amps, I'm going to be making a video showing you guys the easiest way to be able to do that. And yeah, I made a slight mistake though doing that. My bass knob wasn't turned up all the way when I was resetting the gains with the multimeter. So what I had to do is I did it once, then I had to go through, do it again. But yeah, I'll show you guys here what we're doing. Pretty basic shit for today, just finishing up the smaller details of yesterday's work. All right, so as you can see, we got some wood over here drying. That little piece right there is going to be the spacer in between the left side of the car and the battery, so nothing arcs out. Those two are going to be the spacers going to the other side of the car, the right side, so the battery doesn't shift until we can get more excess power batteries up in here. Then right here we just have our piece of 2x4 that's going to sit right nicely in front of it, so nothing moves, nothing shakes. We don't have any black paint, so we're just painting them gray for now, priming them up. Then when we get some extra money, go get some black spray paint, do it right, because it's not really one of those things that's going to affect performance at all. It's just a little bit of a beauty piece that, honestly, I mean, when I had it just as the wood, nobody really cared anyway. So we're just going with it that way. Then I'm going to go back over here. Yeah, I'll be in there in a second. Now we come back over here. You see I got the multimeter hooked up to the amplifier. It's showing 0 right now, but we just had to move this battery over slightly just so we can have access to the speaker terminals. We got to go through and plug that those speaker wire back in. Same thing over here for the mids, because the mids are playing the 40 hertz bass, which is the lowest that they'll play. But either way, I didn't want them picking up just straight bass. And we just got to go through over here and clean out our glove compartment today as well. And that's really all we're doing. So we're pretty much done. I just got to tuck a couple wires back up, like these remote wires. I got to tuck them back up, and then we're all set for the day. Then we can go inside, cool off, and play some fucking Call of Duty. Alright guys, so we got our wood in there now. Just everything's sitting nice and flush and nice and tight. It's not going nowhere. Don't got to worry about our battery moving around at all while we are driving and bumping. Don't got to worry about that. As you can see, guys, try to shifting it around here, nothing's going. It does wobble back and forth a little bit like this, but I don't think that's really a concern at all. Just because of how heavy the battery is, how all the weight's at the bottom of it, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. We might stack like more layers on that wood later on, but that's where it's at for now. Amp's looking nice back there, all the wires nice and tidied up. Still a couple of things obviously that aren't going to be perfect, but it's good enough for me right now. I'm happy, proud of it. We got the new Droppin' Hertz car audio sticker on there. And other than that, I mean, everything else is all, all done.
I got my own weed sucker, so I ain't gotta hit yours. I'm talking straight endo. Cali weed blowing like a Rastaman. Kush seed straight from Afghanistan.